the day is this: who owns marriage? And who defines who can marry who? To the Christian, of course, and we have to say to the Muslim also, there's a very quick answer to this, and that is God. God defines marriage. But now, enter the modern politician. Dear, oh dear. The politician is now taking over the role of God, and he wants to redefine marriage. For thousands of years, men and women have married one another. Yes, there have been some men who have had inclinations towards other men, and likewise some women have had inclinations towards other women. Some men have had inclinations towards animals, and others have had inclinations towards little children. But it's always been considered the norm for men and women to have inclinations towards each other, to marry and to set up a family. That has been considered to be normal up until this time. Up to now, the other relationships that I've mentioned have not been viewed as being normal. We have to face facts. This has been a fact of our history. But now, the atheistic politician has decided to change what is normal and what is not considered to be normal. The politician says that the church does not own marriage. Good point, the church does not own marriage. So who then owns marriage? Do we conclude from that that the people must own marriage and decide who marries who? Well, someone recently ran a poll, and 70% of the people of this country stated quite categorically that they wanted marriage to stay the traditional way, and that is between a man and a woman, and that is the voice of the people in this country. However, the politician now says that no matter what the people say, they, the government, will redefine marriage. So it's not the people who own marriage or define marriage after all, but it's the politician. You know, folks, we have something very sinister taking place. Something very important is happening to our country. We are now crossing the line from democracy to dictatorship. And let everyone be clear about this matter. We need to understand clearly what is taking place. We are no longer a democracy, but a dictatorship, no matter how benign it may be at this moment. How long will it be before these dictators say, for example, that all people of retirement age are costing the government too much money in pensions, so therefore they must be exterminated? Oh, some of you might say, no, it'll never come to that. It could never come to that. Are you sure? How do you know that it won't come to that? We're killing babies, millions of them, in the name of pro-choice. Marriage is now being redefined. How can we be sure that it will not come to that? Can we really be sure? How long will it be before paedophilia is legalised and all of our children then are at risk? Or how long will it be before polygamy becomes the norm also? It would be easy for these godless dictators in Parliament to tell us that we will accept it or else. We've already crossed the line, so that could happen. They've already begun to do it right now with this redefinition of marriage. This is just the beginning, folks. Think of the danger that we are getting ourselves into. This really is serious business, and everybody should take it seriously. We were told that if we joined Europe, we would never lose our sovereignty. We were lied to. We have lost our sovereignty. Our laws are no longer determined by our Parliament, but by Brussels. We're now told you can't wolf whistle in the street. You've got to eat a banana of a certain shape. And all this came about by lies and deceit by the politicians. But now we're going beyond lies and deceit. We're stepping into something darker, and that is dictatorship by the government. This is a new and great evil in the United Kingdom. And it's only just beginning, folks. What worse evil is about to happen? What else will they come up with? So the question is, what can we do about it? Well, I believe that there is an alternative to these godless politicians. For some time I've been attending UKIP meetings. I went simply because I'd heard that they are against the European Union, would like to get us out, and also I was told that they're against political correctness, and that's why I began going, just out of interest. Further to this, I've also discovered some other things, that they are opposed to same-sex marriage. I've also discovered that they are very pro-Israel, and they are also very pro-Christian. They even have their own Christian publication. I've attended meetings where we've sat down to eat a meal first before the speaker gets up and speaks, and where someone stood up and said, "Before we eat, let's say grace," and we all said grace together. I was amazed. I've never belonged to any political party. I've always voted, but I've never belonged to any political party, ever in my life. But now I've joined UKIP. As someone who has to put my thoughts into actions, I now see something that I can do, something that doesn't offend my Christian beliefs. Sure, I believe in praying about things. I'm a big believer in prayer. But also I have to do something. I'm a person that just has to do something about any situation that I disagree with. For many of us who have studied and believed in the prophecies of the Bible, we have known that such a time as this would come. But for the life of me, I just can't stand idly by and do nothing about it. It's time that we as Christians stood up, spoke out and fought back. Who we vote for is one way of fighting back. Personally, I can't vote for these godless parties, the mainline parties anymore. I just can't. And long ago I decided that I'm just going to have to abstain from voting, which is against my nature. But now I've found someone I can vote for. And I would ask everybody, particularly Christians, to seriously consider where you're going to cast your vote. You know, these are very serious times that we're living in. Personally, I believe we are approaching the end of the age as mentioned in the Bible. That's what I think. But until Christ returns and raptures the church, we have to put up an opposition to this evil. I'm going to finish now with this quote from Edmund Burke, very famous quote. "The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing." Okay, folks, think about these things this coming week. God bless you. Have a great week. Bye for now.
My soul cries out for you, oh Lord. My soul cries out for you, day and night time too. My soul cries out for you. You're the brightness of each day.